Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about the final two games of the play-in tournament. The two games that will decide the number 8 seed in each respective conference. We got the Sacramento Kings in New Orleans taking on the Pelicans, and we also got the Chicago Bulls in Miami taking on the Heat. I'm going to break down both those games. I'm going to give you guys my best looks over there. First, before we get to those picks, let's do a recap from the second day of the play-in tournament, the day before yesterday, a day that did not go too well for me. I missed my plays on Philly. I had Philly with the -5. They just won the game by 1. And I also had the under 208. 209 points got scored in that game. A meaningless 3 at the end by Tyler Hero. One miss there, guys, would have given us the underplay. Also, there was a high probability that Miami would have probably fouled. Might have even covered the spread on Philly. But that's the way the NBA goes. At the end, guys, just one play here and there, details could determine a lot, a lot, whether we win or we lose our bets. Anyways, guys, we move along over there. We also dropped our play on the Hawks. They got blown out. No chance in that one, guys. Just a bad loss in that one. So after starting out the play-in tournament with 2-0 night, we dropped our plays on the second day. Let's see if we can bounce back, at least finish out this play-in tournament on a positive note, head into the playoffs over the weekend with some momentum. So, without further ado, guys, let's check out the action, see if we can make some money in this final day of the play-in tournament. Let's go. All right, guys, in our first game of the night, we got the Chicago Bulls in Miami taking on the Heat. Chicago Bulls coming off a very impressive blowout win at home against Atlanta. They advanced to the final round of the play-in tournament. Kobe White had a huge game. He put up 42 points, I think a career high. Whenever Atlanta would get close, guys, Kobe White was hitting some big shots. Kept them at a distance. Chicago played very well overall. They've been in form, guys. Going back to the regular season, the last few games, they've been playing some pretty good basketball. In the injury report, Alex Caruso listed as questionable. Kind of tweaked his ankle in that game against Atlanta. But I see here on the injury report, there's optimism that he's going to play. He's got very low swelling, so Chicago should be at full strength. The Miami Heat, on the other hand, going to be shorthanded without Jimmy Butler, who injured himself in the 1-point loss in Philly. Miami guys got up by as many as 14 points in that game. Played this crazy zone defense that was giving Philly all kinds of fits until Philly find a way to bust that zone up. Miami was trying to hold on, and they almost pulled it off, guys. Ended up dropping that game by 1. Now they're going to need a second game in the play-in tournament in order to advance to the playoffs. Second year in a row that Miami is in this spot. But this year, guys, if they're going to do it, they're going to have to do it without Jimmy Butler. Now, guys, the season series between these two teams split 2-2. I took a look at those games closely. I don't know if we can put too much weight into any of those games. Chicago still had Zach LaVine in the lineup in a couple of those. Tyler Hero did not play in any of the 4 games. I think Jimmy Butler missed one. Bam Adebayo missed a couple. So the rosters are looking a little bit different from the regular season to this game tonight. Obviously, guys, the big absentee, Jimmy Butler. Now, guys, in this game, it is tough to handicap. Chicago, like I said, is in form, but I can't bet against Eric Spoelstra and the Miami Heat, guys. I'm going to take him here with the -1.5. I think they will pull it off, guys. I think it's going to be a tough game. It's going to go back and forth, but I think Miami, guys, at the end, just that experience and the winning culture that they've built in Miami, I think that'll be enough for them to pull through in this game. I'm also going to take a player prop bet here on Tyler Hero. I'm going to take him over the 25.5 points. I know it looks like a big number, guys. Tyler Hero put up 25 in the game against Philly, and he jacked up 27 shots, guys. He went 9 for 27, did not shoot that well, just 4 for 14 from 3. Played 41 minutes. Now with Jimmy Butler out, guys, if Miami's going to have to get it done, I see him jacking up. He might even get up over 30 shots. I think this is more than doable, the 25.5 points. I'm also going to take him on a player prop bet. These are my two picks, guys. Going to take Miami with the -1.5, Tyler Hero, 25.5 points over the number. All right, second final game of the night. We got Sacramento and New Orleans taking on the Pelicans. Sacramento Kings coming off a huge 24-point win at home against the Golden State Warriors. Got revenge from last year, guys. You know, Golden State won Game 7 in Sacramento. This year, it was Sacramento's turn. They got the best of the Warriors. They shot lights out, guys, in that game. 46% from 3, 18 for 39 in that game. Keegan Murray, guys, 8 for 13. Keon Ellis, 3 for 4. Harrison Barnes, 3 for 4 from 3. It's tough to counter the Sacramento Kings when they're shooting lights out. They also played well on defense, though, guys. Only gave up 94 points. The Golden State Warriors held them to just 41% shooting overall, 30% from 3. The Sacramento Kings still going to be without Malik Monk and Kevin Huerter, of course, in this game, but they're used to playing without those two players. They've been out for a while. New Orleans Pelicans coming off a tough loss at home to the LA Lakers. Zion Williamson, guys, put up a 40-piece in that game, but at the end of the game, unfortunately, had to leave the court, pulled his hamstring. He's going to be out of this game. They said he's going to reevaluate him in 2 weeks. Who knows if the Pelicans are still going to be around in 2 weeks. If they're advanced, the players are going to have to do it without their best player. Now, guys, taking a look at this matchup, the season series, it's very, very lopsided. The Pelicans have won all 5 meetings against the Sacramento Kings. Of course, the big difference in this game, they're going to have to do it without Zion Williamson. Now, guys, taking a look at those 5 games, they've all been pretty much, most of them have been blowout wins. The closest game, guys, on November the 23rd, the Pelicans won that game by 5. Every other game has been a blowout. And the most recent game that they played, guys, back on April the 12th, just a week ago, the Pelicans won that game by 12 in Sacramento. Of course, like I said, with Zion in that game. The biggest margin of victory, guys, has been 33 points. And that happened on January the 8th. And they did that without Zion Williams. Zion did not play in that game, and New Orleans still blew out the Sacramento Kings by 33 points. I know Sacramento, guys, coming off a very good win, but I can't go any other way here, guys, than with the New Orleans Pelicans. I think they will find a way to pull this out. And why not? Like I said, guys, they have had the Sacramento Kings number 5-0 this year. I'm also going to take a player prop bet here. I'm going to look at Keon Ellis. He had 15 against the Golden State Warriors. It's much easier, guys, for some of these role players at home. I don't know if he'll be able to double up that performance on the road. I'm going to take him here, the under the 10.5 points. Also, guys, if you look at the over-under, it's at a pretty low 209.5 points. This number opened up at 217.5, has just been getting hammered all the way down, which pretty much tells me that the game is probably going to be fairly low scoring. So most of the points, guys, if you estimate that probably Darren Fox, Keegan Murray, Harrison Barnes, bonus, they're probably going to put up the majority of points. I think there's a good shot of hitting here the under 10.5 points for Keon Ellis. So these are my 2 plays, guys. I'm going to take the Pelicans with the +1. Also Keon Ellis under the 10.5 points on a player prop bet. And these are my thoughts, guys, and my picks for this final day of the play-in tournament. Let's do a quick recap. Going to take the Miami Heat at home with the -1.5. I think Eric Spoelstra and the winning culture that Miami Heat have built over the years, I think that'll be enough, even without Jimmy Butler, to beat the Chicago Bulls at home. I don't think it's going to be easy. It'll probably happen at the end, but I think they will find a way, if they keep the game close, to edge out the Chicago Bulls. I'm going to take Miami with the -1.5. Also, Tyler Hero on a player prop bet. Like I said, he jacked up 27 shots against Philly. If he puts up the same amount of shots against Chicago, I think he should be able to surpass the point total of 25.5. That's set by the bookmakers. Also, in the second game, going to take the New Orleans Pelicans at home with the +1. Like I said, the season series, guys, lopsided. New Orleans has won all 5 meetings. One game that they played without Zion, they still beat Sacramento by 33. So they're more than capable of getting the job done. I don't think it will be easy, but I'm going to go with the trend. They're going to take the Pelicans. And also going to take a player prop bet on Keon Ellis under the 10.5 points. He put up 15 in the first game against Golden State. That was a home game. Like I said, the role players usually do not perform as well on the road. Going to take an underplay on his 10.5 points with my second play in that game. Also, guys, keep an eye out on the over-under. The number is low, guys, at 209.5. Those of you looking for an overplay, be a little careful. Usually, guys, the books don't give out gifts, and the overplay does look like a gift. If you look at the season series, guys, all the games have shot over this number. They've been all extremely high scoring, and this is a very, very low number. I think it's there for a reason. The game will probably be low scoring. So be a little careful if you're playing a total in that final game. And with that, guys, I am going to wrap up the video right here, and I will see you all again on the weekend, guys. Playoffs going to get underway. The real action is right upon us, guys. So good luck once again, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one. Later.